Hello YouTubes, it's me and
Danny
again, and
Oh, you forgot my name.
no, I just wanted you to say it,
Okay.
and it would be very nice.
Okay.
Move back a bit, and we're here again for another weekend summary, I suppose.
I guess.
So where we left off, it was Friday morning, and then we went to class,
Yeah.
and we went to C++ lecture.
Yeah.
I don't remember the lecture very well.
We were learning how to make things technically push and pop.
Oh yes, we were learning matrices, right?
Yeah.
Pushing and popping matrices. Some people found that very confusing. I'm sure it'll be more confusing when I actually do it, but the concept makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, the concept is kind of out there.
Yeah.
But we did a push and pop yesterday.
In math class?
No, in C++.
Did you? Oh yes, you did.
You were playing games.
I was playing games because I'm so behind on that. It's ridiculous at
Yeah.
this point. Yeah, I need to get on that.
Yeah, would you like my notes?
I would.
Okay.
Actually, you're gonna have to tutor me on that.
Okay.
Right after this. How much time? What time is it?
Blurred. Hold on.
So that was
It's
C++
11:01.
lecture.
We have class in an hour and a half.
We should be fine then. So pushing and popping almost reminds me of like directories and subdirectories. So the way when I think of it that way, it helps.
Push and pop is just basically refreshing.
Well,
what you're
it's
doing.
yeah, it's saving the good matrix so that if you fuck it up, you can go back.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And yeah, so that was. Do you have anything else to say on Friday?
No.
No. So
what
we
did
move.
What did I do last Friday? No, I didn't go out anywhere last Friday.
You
Did I? I don't know. Oh yeah, I went to a house party.
nice. How was
Yeah.
that? I don't even.
It was
I never
good.
heard about this.
I think I went to a house party.
I don't remember the
I don't
weekend.
remember the weekend.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I went to a house party
worked.
because I needed to chill out because we had all those projects due the next week. So I'm like, okay, I need a night where I'm just out there.
Out there, yeah. I know the feeling.
So we basically played video games. We played Mortal Kombat to start off. I totally own, even though I'm a button smasher.
I was gonna say you destroyed everybody at the beginning of the summer in Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat. I thought everyone would have gotten better by now.
No, I'm just destroying people with Sonya.
Were you playing? Yeah, you're still playing Sonya. Yeah,
Sonya?
you're.
Sonya, not Sonya.
I have a coworker
Sonya.
named Sonya. I don't know if her name is Sonya or Sonya, but I would say Sonya because I'm pretty sure the Mortal Kombat character's name is Sonya.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they introduced her as Sonya Blade. Maybe it is Sonya Blade.
No, it's Sonya.
sounds
I think
wrong.
it's Sonya.
I think it is Sonya.
But I played
Maybe-
as this other downloadable content dude, and I was doing freaking.
They have
wicked with
downloadable
it.
characters now.
Yeah. I don't know, it's some guy that was blindfolded and he was like psychic and using a sword. I'm like, yo, I'm so using that guy, and I was still owning with that guy.
You don't even know his name.
I don't even know his freaking name.
I worked that weekend.
I think his name was Kenji.
Kenji Boo Boo?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know my Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
But, so then it was Monday. And...
We were gonna skip the weekend.
Oh, did you
And
have more to
that
say on the
means-
weekend?
No, but
Because I worked. I work. So we had
we
Monday.
programmed Saturday.
We did?
Yeah, we had like a programming session Saturday.
On Skype?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't remember.
I remember the Skyping. I don't remember programming. I don't remember what we were working on.
We were working on the Roman numerals. Because that was due on the Tuesday.
And I worked Sunday and Monday, so that was
Yeah.
my last day to do it. So we had to make a converter for Roman numerals. Did we explain last week? We had to make the converter between Roman numerals and our numbering system. Not the most complicated project in the world, but
No.
yeah.
It's a bunch of if statements.
Just a bunch of ifs, and they were all very similar, very copy-paste, very good stuff, very good programming.
Very nice.
And I had fun doing that, but yeah, that took us longer than it should have. Oh! Right, because I had to go at 5,
Yeah.
because Emily came over on Saturday,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Okay, we're remembering last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right! Yeah, and I played some bass, it was a lot of fun. We went to this restaurant that I really like,
Yeah.
and it was a good time. And then I worked Sunday. Did you do anything special Sunday?
Work.
On, like, stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a very hectic week.
It was.
I
Last
started
week
on my
was
math,
bad.
I believe, Sunday, and then
The binary converter?
yeah.
Yeah, same shit, binary.
Yeah.
That was fun, too.
Yes.
Oh, I need to hand that in when we go to class.
Oh frick, yeah, you do. We're not in a computer. lab.
Yeah, I'll have
We're
to
watching-
run down right after class, but you'll be going, right?
Going. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna leave.
Yeah.
So that leads us to Monday. I have grass on my jeans.
We didn't even go to the grass bench. What the hell were you doing?
No, remember I ran through the ragweed or whatever it was?
Okay,
Yeah, I ran through that. It was probably from that. Monday.
We have IT management.
IT management. I hated Monday's class. I know.
You hated it, but I freaking loved it. I'm like,
it
oh
was
my
the
God.
inverse of what Monday normally is. I don't remember what he went into. I think I was just under-rested.
He was talking about how to make your own company, basically, and going through the steps of like having a partnership. And yeah, it was just really interesting.
Which is something I'm very interested in. But I think it was a combination of being under-rested and not eating anything that day that just killed it for me. I was just dying. It wasn't even the class. I was just dying slowly inside. Do we have anything else on Mondays?
No, we only have IT.
Just IT.
And he also noted that since our project was technically due, not this coming Monday, but the next, he's like, we don't have class because it's Thanksgiving that Monday.
Oh, right.
So he's like, it's due the week after. I'm like, thank God. Thank you so much. I'm dude, I just started that.
If that was due on Monday, I'd be fucked.
Yeah. Instead of making it due, like, next Monday, like this coming Monday, he made it due
the
2
following
weeks.
Monday. So what, like
so
9
not the
days from
10th,
now?
but the 17th.
Yeah, sweet. That's awesome.
So I'm going to try to finish that this weekend anyways and just hand it in and be like, it's done.
Yeah, no, definitely want to hand it in whenever it's done. Get it done as fast as possible. So we got other shit to worry about. We got the essay and all that.
Essay?
In philosophy.
But that's not due to the end of
October or November?
November.
Oh, we have lots of time.
Yeah, we have lots of time.
Never mind. Okay,
Like,
I thought it was due in like 3 weeks. Although we should probably start thinking about our topics. So that's Monday.
And we went to the Mandarin Monday.
That was a lot of fun. We went with a bunch of guys from class. There were 10 of us total. And it was your first time in an
Yeah, in Mandarin. Yeah, I'm like, dude, I've had takeout from here. I haven't been here.
It's different.
What do we do?
Yeah. You were like, where's the menu? And I was like, you scrub.
I don't go out to eat. Okay?
Fair enough. But, no, I haven't been to a Mandarin in a long time.
I do have a menu in front of me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Normally you do. But no, I haven't been to a Mandarin in a while, so I was very happy we went. I have like shit on my pants. It's really making me angry. Very OCD.
I'm going to have to like spray my bed down.
With like all the dust that I'm just
spreading. Febreze it. It's like, where have you been?
Just disinfect it.
Yes.
I had fun with that. It's been a while since I've been to a Mandarin, so I had a lot of fun. And I've never hung out with that many guys from the program once, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They're good guys. And so that was Monday, more or less. I think we hung out for a bit on Monday as well.
Yeah.
Did nothing too special.
More programming.
And Tuesday, we start with
Philosophy
of Love and Sex.
And we had our presentation.
We did our presentation, and it was so bad. We fucked up so hard.
Because we didn't really coordinate with the rest of our team.
No, yeah, that's what I thought we were doing a couple days earlier.
Yeah.
And then when we
everyone's
didn't,
like, we don't have our stuff. And I'm like,
when we
guys.
didn't, I was like, I guess no one else is worried, so why should we be worried, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, whatever. And then I meant to time us to see if we were over 3 minutes, and it turns out me and you were both way over 3 minutes. Or at least I was.
Well, we were supposed to be over 5 minutes. Because the way he was...
Well, shit, and Tony didn't show up, so I thought I was actually going slow so that I could, like, accommodate for having one less guy.
Yeah, but he showed up in the end, but...
Yeah, okay, so we show up for our presentation, and there's 4 of us in the group. There's us 2 and 2 other guys. And one of them wasn't there when we were supposed to go up, so we were like, should we wait? And the teacher was like, show must go on, which is true, you know?
And I started it off.
So you started off.
I was about 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I went kind of slow too, because also I was thinking about accommodating
like Tony and
for that time. I'm like, okay, I gotta slow this down a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, and you were nervous.
Yeah, I was
just
nervous.
perfectly acceptable.
And freaking everyone claps at the beginning. I hate when that
happens. I knew that was gonna hurt you.
I'm like, no.
He was like, everybody give a hand, and I was like, oh, don't draw attention to the woman. But did me sitting there help at all? It didn't feel like it did.
Yeah, I looked at you a few times. I'm like, okay, I need to look up from this paper at some point.
Yeah.
Because I was like hiding behind that thing.
Yeah. But, and then we led to me, and I went up there, and that was a tough crowd. Because I had a few small jokes in my little presentation.
Yeah.
And they would not budge. And I was like, am I not funny?
No, it's more so they're not gamers.
Yeah, they didn't like, I made the Mitsuru's hot joke.
And they're just like...
I made the Mega Man joke.
They're like, man.
And they were like, what's a Mega Man? And I'm like, you fucks. Like, seriously.
I don't think you can swear on YouTube.
I do all the time.
Do you?
You watch my videos.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, you can. In theory, someone can flag your video and be like, inappropriate language. So I should probably put a disclaimer on, like, every video I have being like, yo, I swear.
Yeah, you should.
I should. Yeah, because I could get some serious strikes on me for that. Especially for part 21. Did you watch part 21?
Pokemon?
Yeah.
I didn't get around to it.
I said really mean things in 21 to Gyarados. Like, mean even to me. Like, even listening to it after, I was
Why
like...
do you yell at your Pokemon?
They fail me!
You're not a very good trainer.
They are insubordinates.
You're not a good trainer.
I am a perfect trainer.
I talk to my Pokemon and they're like, okay, we'll do this for you. They hang on with 1 HP, even when I'm like, you can do this.
I treat them as equals, and when they abuse my trust, they are punished appropriately. And I expect the same for me. Anyways.
He's an abusive person.
So... that was our presentation, and I felt really... Well, then we led into Tim, and I felt like Tim was about as long as us.
He's a bit longer.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had, like, our slides put together plus some.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he was the only one of the three of us winging it. Well, I wouldn't say winging it, but he didn't have a well-developed script. Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing, it's actually a good thing in a lot of ways.
I hate going up there and freestyling, whatever.
I was going to, but I figured if I freestyled, I'd do nothing but stand-up comedy, and it's a good thing I didn't, because that crowd sucked. Yeah. I hate them all now. But Tim was informative, and it was good. I thought we were all too informative was the issue. Like, we all tried to... I think it's a programming problem. Like, being a programmer, you try to explain everything in great detail, because you know in a month you won't even know what you're talking about. So when you're expected to give a brief summary on a very interesting topic, it's like, I can't.
It's like, I can't. This is almost 3 pages long.
Like, that's not how I've been trained. And then Tony went up, because he came in halfway through Tim's part.
And we're like...
And he's just like, so, what's up? And I'm like, fucking get up there and fucking present! And I had to do that very quietly, because we were still trying to look professional.
Yeah.
And, of course, he loads in his USB... gets his slideshow, and his part...
I couldn't understand it at first. I'm like, what is he talking about?
It was marriage.
I looked at him and I'm like, I'm like, what do you mean marriage games?
But it
would have been nice if you, like, elaborated.
Tim was saying he actually meant it differently. He meant... I forget what Tim meant and what Tony did. Because, to be honest, I was so depressed at this point that I just, like, wasn't even listening. Yeah. I was really down on us.
I'm like, what is he talking about? What is he mean, like, people actually marrying in-game? Or
in terms of time, his was the best, because I think it was around 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is actually short, but we were all long, so that was what we needed. Yeah. But we still ended up being like 20 plus minutes for a 15-minute presentation, and when we were like, are there any questions? The teacher was like, get the fuck off the stage. I paraphrase. This isn't what happened, but it is what happened.
He's basically like, take your seats.
Yeah, take your seats. And I felt really bad, because if you remember the group that went last week, they had the one dude in the group. I remember seeing him in the hall after they presented and being like, oh, good job, man, like, it was good. Because I really did think they did a decent job. And then, so he came to me and Tim while we were talking about something in programming. So we were in-depth talking about programming, and he interrupts us and goes, great job, guys. And I just look at him and I'm like, thanks. Anyways, Tim. And, like, we completely blew him off, and I felt really bad. And it was because I was in a mix of, we are at 13 minutes already, and we are only at Tuesday.
Oh, God.
And I felt like I really blew him off, but I was not in the mood to talk, and I was already talking to Tim about something much more important than that. Yeah. So I felt bad.
Well, you wait for people to finish a conversation. If you see two people just, like, talking, and then all of a sudden you're like, good job, it's like...
Yeah, it's like...
Thanks for that, but we're kind of...
We're kind of bummed out right now. Yeah. And, so the rest of the class, we didn't talk about anything because we took up so long that he didn't actually cover any new material. He covered, like, last week's material. Yeah. I find he's slowly falling very behind. Yes. Because
these presentations are pretty... blah.
They are, and they're bad. If next week sucks as hard as us, and last week, because we're all gonna suck. I
think you should have done it like, we're all presenting on one day.
On one day. It would have been great.
You guys are all ready now, you guys have
It would have been great if, like, October, let's move down your calendar.
14th. Never mind.
Okay.
That's a Friday.
18th. Say October 18th, everyone presented, or maybe like half the people presented, and on the 25th, everyone presented. That'd be fucking great, because we would have all been so well formulated.
Yeah, but frick, it's like, sign up and see what date you get. It's like...
When he said sign up, I was like, we can sign up for whenever.
Yeah,
and when I
no.
finally got up there, it was like one group per week, and the latest week I could get was the week I got, was the 27th.
Yeah.
And then the only group that hadn't signed up yet was actually the group that went the week before us.
Yeah.
Which sucked.
Yeah, because they were probably thinking the same thing. It's like, oh, let's wait.
And the thing is, we have...
But we're not judged as hard then.
That's true. I don't think we'll be as, like, ridiculed as the guys who go on October 18th, you know? Because they have a lot longer to prepare. But still, there's definitely criticisms to be made. Yeah. But
it's not much.
So that was Tuesday's love and sex class.
Yeah.
Then we do...
Unity.
Unity!
Unity was fun this week. I actually... quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed destroying stuff.
I don't know.
I don't care.
I was like, give me marks. just like, I'm done, give me marks.
I want him to give us our freaking stuff that we handed in, like, very second week.
XML?
Yeah. No, not that, but the other thing. I want that back too.
The Roman, you remember?
No. The definitions, because I actually...
Oh, yeah.
I spent forever on those, and I'm like, I'm doing really good notes. These are just notes. We don't have to hand these in. You're handing them in.
And you're like, shit.
Like, frick, these are my personal notes.
Yeah, so you should talk to him about that on Tuesday. You should be like, listen, dude.
Can I have my notes back?
Does he remind you visually of me a little bit?
No.
Okay, he reminds me visually of me a little bit.
No, I look at him and I'm like, please talk louder.
Just visually though. Like,
you're a teacher. You're supposed to be like...
You just gotta be enunciative.
Yeah.
You gotta have presence. And so that's... Okay, so what you got us to do is we made a pyramid of blocks of cubes and blew them up. Crates. They were cubes. And then the assignment was to knock it down. And most people's first reaction was, I'll bump into it. But there's no physics on your guy, and we don't know how to do that yet. So Conrad's idea ended up becoming the most popular, where he put like a 2 megaton block like 20 feet above them and just watched things explode.
I used a cylinder because my idea was to jump back and knock another pyramid down, and that's what I did.
Oh, cool.
It worked.
I wanted
but it wouldn't hit the other one on the other side. I'm like, forget, whatever, I don't care.
I wanted to do the catapult idea. I had the battering ram idea. But then I saw Conrad's and I was like, drag, drop, 3 million pounds, done.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not creative at all. But
no, mine only weighed like 6 pounds. I swear, it's like... Yeah, and if you look at my pyramids, because I couldn't get the camera to face over towards them, they're actually falling on top of each other as well, and making a pyramid, and then falling down.
Oh, yeah, no, I set mine up, I hard-coded the values to the point where they were right on each other.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pro.
Now I'm like, I'll place you here, and then I just watch it fall, like, if you go...
If you like turn around fast enough, you'll see it like jut together.
Yeah, and then you'll see the cylinder come down and go boom,
Not a bad
and
thing.
roll off the end of the freaking plane.
Well, it was a cube that we flattened, Danny. It wasn't a plane.
I made mine a plane. I don't know. About
you actually did use a plane?
I actually like plane.
Yeah, no, he was like, use a cube, and Jordana's like, plane, and he's like.
Yeah, I'm like, forget. Don't want to.
So that was Tuesday.
Cube. Use a plane instead.
That was Tuesday.
Modeling class. Wednesday.
Wednesday's modeling, where...
Oh my
that was
god, I wanted
stressful.
to kill him.
So I go in Wednesday morning. I think I got there before you.
No,
you were there already. You were there
I was there already.
And I sit next to Keela, my regular spot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's up? Because I'm in a cheerful mood usually in the morning.
He's like, we have projects to do.
Yeah, he's like, so we have something to do tonight. And I'm like... Fucking, he made us do the Death Star and the Borg cube.
Borg cube? Borg?
I'm more or less positive it's Borg.
Borg?
Like the Borg.
Okay.
From Star Trek. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was pronounced Borg.
It's a cube. And
it's a cube with like
sphere thing.
Yeah.
With a hole in it. Death Star hole in it. It's line around it.
Yeah.
I ended up doing something called spin.
Spin.
I got it to work. No one else got it to work, but I couldn't move it back because I made too many faces in it. And then I'm like, okay, I need to learn how to use this Boolean thing.
Yeah, no, that was good. That like Max figured it out, and then like everyone slowly figured it out from him.
Yeah, and then I explained it to Fred and the gang. I'm like, okay, there.
Yeah, those are really useful. I'm gonna use it on my final model where I have water dripping off the fountain.
Yeah.
That's gonna be such a great model. I'm gonna be so proud of him.
And then we have another project in modeling as well due next Wednesday.
We have to write our name.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit.
It's stupid. Oh my god.
You can't just use like cubes and like cheat. You have to use these things called lines that we're learning, and you don't curves. Thank you.
Curves.
We don't really control curves the way you'd think. You control them using like these invisible magic things that do things you don't know.
Yeah. So far I have a D, an A, and an N. And the N right now is really annoying because we also have to do it in cursive writing.
Yeah.
So the N has 2 humps to it, and...
So how many characters is your full name?
D-A-N-I-E-L-L-E. 8, and then my last name. I'm not going to say it on camera.
Yeah, don't bother. They don't even know my last name yet.
8.
8, so 16?
Yeah.
Yeah. A-N-T-H-O-N-Y. I'm pretty sure I'm 15. I can't do basic math. I'm 15. Yeah, 15. You were 16?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I look at Andy. He's literally 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just bullshit. Yeah. So like 15, 16, that's a lot of fucking lines. That's a lot of curves rather. And 4 is just
I better get freaking bonus marks.
For having a long ass name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my kid the shortest name.
I'm giving my kid the shortest name ever.
My kid's name is gonna be like Te. Just T-E.
Te.
Te.
What do you name him Lee?
What?
What do you name Lee? Like you spell T,
like
it's
Lee.
like L-E-A.
L-E, yeah. Oh, okay.
L-E-A, Lee. Like they do in Kingdom Hearts. Because it makes so much sense.
Before we got Thursday. Is that it for Wednesday? That was it for Wednesday.
That's it for Wednesday.
In the lecture he taught us curves, which is cool.
He taught us blobs.
Blobs are meta objects. Meta objects are so cool. Blobs. Okay, so meta objects are like objects but not. And they like act like water and stuff. So like if you put 2 meta objects together, they fuse. They like unmitosis and become one cell. It's awesome. Is there even a term for unmitosis? Like cellular mitosis where 2 cells become one cell becomes 2 cells?
How the hell am I supposed to know? I'm not a scientist.
I thought you took biology.
No.
You took physics?
I took chemistry.
Oh, that's how you're here. Okay. Because to get into our program, you need a grade 11 science credit, which they want to be physics but doesn't have to be. So you took chemistry. And I took biology. So I have limited biological knowledge.
I think I got in here through my math, because I took grade 12 math as well.
Well, you need that. That's another prerequisite. I had 2 grade 12 math credits, because I'm a beast.
Then you went back for another year.
Yeah. We'll have to talk about that sometime.
Yeah.
But not today. We have enough topics for today.
Yeah.
So, Thursday.
We have Scott C++ first.
Scott C++, lab, and
then... He was late by an hour?
Fuck him! I think Dave was actually really mad.
He was extremely mad. He's like, you shouldn't be late that much, but...
Well, Scott said...
He actually commented as well.
That the class had been moved back an hour. And I immediately went to SRS, and I was like, sir, it's the same. Like, it hasn't moved. You've been lied to.
Yeah.
And
Why didn't one of us go over to that office?
To get the pen?
No.
Or to piss people, or to get mad at people?
Yeah, like...
We should have...
After 15 minutes, we should be over there being like, why isn't there a teacher in our classroom?
Yeah.
I thought someone did that, but then I realized that we're all just sitting around.
From now on, me and you were in that habit. We need to do that from now on.
It's like we're all just sitting around working on our projects for math.
I was playing Mega Man.
I was working. He plays games, and I try to figure out the world.
I ended up getting it done before you.
Yeah. Yo.
But that's...
Zero's even worse.
Keelan actually figured out why I got... Actually, we have to test it later. Keelan actually figured out why I got it done so fast. It was because I died on Woodman stage. And he's like, you must have been so mad from dying on Woodman that you actually became a better programmer through your rage. And it's logical, because I died twice on Woodman. Because I was playing on difficult, which is difficult. And... So that was the lecture. It wasn't even, like, he only had an hour to teach a 2-hour thing, so he didn't even try. And, but he did get me to come up to the front of the class and drop a bouncy ball off the top of a table. He's like, so he scripted this. He was like, who has a ball? And I always have this bouncy ball on me, because I'm neurotic. And, so he knew I'd have it, and I was like, I got it. And he was like, sweet, come to the front of the class. And he tells me, he's like, stand on the desk. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I know you're a big dude, but stand on the desk. And I'm like, am I gonna break it? So I stand on the desk, and he's like, drop the ball. And I'm like, I drop it. And he's like, do you think we could code that? And no one really says anything. And he's like, do you think we could fake it? And it's like, we could totally fake it.
And we did.
And we did. I didn't.
Yeah, because you were playing games.
I was playing games. I was playing Freedom Force at that point.
It's like, I need to drop this. I know how to drop this. I just need to cheat.
Yeah.
Cheat math.
Cheat. Math.cheat.
Yes.
Math.cheat. Bounce. Semicolon.
Yeah, no, that's not how you do it.
But it's similar. Well, yeah, if it hits the ground,
100, then you go
bounce
over,
it to take away a little bit of its
99,
velocity.
And then, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, you've taken away a little bit.
And then
almost a fully elastic.
Then you change its velocity.
Yeah.
0. Well, not, yeah, 0.0. No.
No, you wouldn't want to do
90.
That would take away a lot of its velocity, right?
Yes. That totally
so it would be like.
Yeah,
something
it just
like
starts
that.
bouncing in place if you do that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's only running the F1s.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it does.
Weird. Okay. We'll take a look at that. That sounds like funsies.
But we actually have to not fake it now. And
do math.
We
have to
like,
do stuff. Well, it's fakey math, so that's fine.
It's not fakey math.
It is fakey math. I'll show you how fakey it is.
We're actually
it's
making it bounce.
Yeah, it's
up and
funsies.
down
It's
in
good
one
stuff.
Spot.
Oh, we'll see, man. It'll be a lot of fun.
And not changing its velocity.
Oh, yeah. So,
And Umer would cry.
Umer would cry. So... That's it? That was Thursday? Or no, was that math?
That was math.
Now we have math. Where we talked about matrices.
For the whole class.
For the entire class.
And...
Actually, no, you know what? He went into a lot of like side tangents, and I feel like that really mixes things up. Like,
yes.
We talked about the guy who made Doom, John Carmichael.
I think.
Yeah, I think that's his name. I forget sometimes. Actually, John Carmichael. No, that's... Okay, I was thinking of an internet guy, but that's Justin Carmichael. No, yeah, and it was... Our class is weird. Our class is really weird. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. But like people just like people saying like Doom was the game that made him. It was like Wolfenstein came out first, and in fact Wolfenstein was the incorrect answer. Commander Keen was the correct answer, which I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
Which, according to our math teacher, makes me not a gamer. You suck. And watch the tripod. Watch the tripod.
I'm not gonna hit it. I'm not fat.
Okay. You're not. So.
Oh!
Oh. Are you giving birth? So, then we had the test on matrices, which was solve one matrix, and I couldn't, and you got it wrong, but you
I got it
finished.
wrong, but I was doing... I did it wrong.
Yeah.
I tried to find row by row, but first find all
You
the
don't want to
stupid
go column by
zeros.
column, yeah. Because once the zeros are there, everything's happy, go
Yeah.
lucky. I'm an idiot. I was
I
going
just
for
added wrong,
ones.
too.
I was trying to get ones instead of zeros.
Yeah.
So I was going for the 3 ones, because I was like, oh, 3 is less than 6, therefore it's half as easy, or half as hard. And then it was like, I ended up starting over like 3 or 4 times and being like, I don't know.
I swear we were going to do like a binary test this week or something. That's why I wanted to learn that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
we'll have
I'm
to,
like,
me and you will,
I know that now.
me and you will have to study up some matrices
Yeah.
this week. Maybe Monday,
No.
Tuesday. Not Monday?
No, Monday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Oh, Wednesday works.
Okay. We did it Wednesday this week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Wednesday.
Because at least it's fresh in my brain, Wednesday.
That's a good point, actually. That is a good
For
point.
going into Thursday.
Okay, so we'll do that.
Woo!
And, that's the school week. God damn it. You gotta stop playing with that.
Okay.
It's getting out of hand, Danny. So that's the school week. We played a few games.
Yes, we did.
We played a little bit. Let's start with what we played first. We played D, which was a game I brought over and recommended to you because I thought you'd really enjoy it because
It's
you like
slow
horror
as
games.
hell.
And you fucking hated every second of it. D, I thought was for everybody, even though I've heard many times it's not, and it's... I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I've been shaking my leg for at least a good, 5 minutes.
And it's finally like...
And it's finally gotten to the point where you're like, so I thought D was for everybody. I thought anyone could enjoy D, and I feel like if you gave it more of a chance,
I gave it 2 chances.
But, okay, you gave it 1, then you fucked up disc swapping, and you made
it wouldn't disc swap. It told me how to disc swap, and it didn't fucking read it.
If anyone could tell us how to disc swap a PS3, that'd be really helpful.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to continue playing the game.
Yeah, we won't play D.
Slow.
It's really slow.
It's annoying. Really
and the fact that you're on a timer actually gives you this really weird sense of like, I really want Laura to go faster, but she can't. And
the controls are stupid too.
The controls are weird, actually. I noticed on your PS3 controller I couldn't get into my inventory very easily at all.
It was just clickety click 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 click.
Until it works.
Yeah.
When I played on a
and then you actually accidentally use it by pressing.
I accidentally used the hint button and that breaks after a while. But I remember playing on a PS2 controller and it worked a lot better. I don't know. But we got to the end of disc 1 twice, and yeah.
Because there's no save thing. Because if there was a save thing, at least you could swap discs and it'd be like, oh, you had this saved.
That's true. That's true.
It's like, frick,
but yeah, people. I like D. Not everybody has to,
terrible,
I guess.
It's slow, it's
atmospheric.
It's not atmospheric.
It
it's
is.
Not scary.
It's an experience.
I was bored when
you have to immerse yourself to truly understand.
We had the lights off.
But you have to really, like, it wasn't just that.
Dark.
Me
it was
and
as loud as
were
it could
here.
go.
Me and Keelan were here, and it was like, oh, we're cracking jokes. I feel like if we were all more into it, it would have been a little better. And in fact, the puzzles get a lot harder. We only got to the end of disc 1. In fact, I actually solved a puzzle by accident. I skipped the first puzzle of the game by accident. Because I didn't know the drawer combination was only 2 things. That was stupid. That was a bad puzzle. So that was D. And then just this morning we played The World Ends With You. You showed me that game.
Yes.
Because we originally were going to watch Bambi 2.
Bambi and
And then you were like, what? You haven't seen Land Before Time? And I was like, that's what the dinosaurs.
And then we got lazy.
And then we got lazy and we were like, fuck it, let's go to bed. So
let's just sleep for another hour.
Fucking sleep. So then this morning you decided, well, I'll let you play. You let me play a little bit of the first day of World's Ends With You, and it's at first I was like, this is a fucking mess. Like when you're controlling both screens and it's like, this is ridiculous. Like how am I supposed to pay attention to all this? But when you realize that all the noise on each screen is actually the same.
It's the same.
I thought those were 2 different sets of enemies at first, and it's really simple. Like both screens are really simple to control. So it's actually really well done, but I still call it a mess, but it's controlled chaos, which is cool.
Controlled chaos.
Controlled chaos.
He doesn't know how to work your partner.
You gotta fucking, there's like combos and like buttons, and meanwhile I'm trying to like work the stylus. It's a mess.
Multitask.
You know, women are scientifically proven to be better multitaskers.
Yeah,
from what
so
I've
that
heard.
game I'm looking at both screens,
so you're like
pulling off combos.
She's like, this game's for scrubs, and I'm like, how does I? So I don't know, maybe that's what it comes down to. Maybe I'm a bad multitasker.
And you even I took off items for you, and you were still killing
and I was still killing things. To be fair, I wasn't challenged yet, but it was still like later on in the game, this is gonna get bad. I don't know.
Well, I've already beaten the game. I'm at level 100. If I would have just pulled it over. You even leveled yourself up to level 50.
Did I?
Yes, you did. I looked at it. I'm like, why is it half bar?
I did not consciously
I'm usually
do that.
at level
I'm sorry.
1.
I don't remember clicking anything. When did I do that? Well, whatever.
But yeah,
it seems like a fun game. I actually did dig the soundtrack, and
you haven't even heard most of it.
Well, I dug the one song I heard.
And that was Calling, I believe.
Something like that. And the art style is cool. I don't like the way Neku looks, but he's an emo punk anyways.
He's not emo.
He's such a punk.
He gets really happy.
Maybe he's not an emo, but he's a punk.
He's a punk.
He's a friggin' punk. Someone needs to beat him like the child he is. Yeah, he needs a good belt, you know? So that's The World Ends With You. Seems like fun. D, not for everybody.
No.
So you were gonna post a comment on Pokemon Playthrough.
I did.
You did post the because I thought it stopped you. It was like, you gotta verify your email.
I'm like, frick that.
So I actually have something to talk about there. A couple weeks ago when I was uploading, I think part 15 or so, it was like, dude, you can't upload videos anymore. And I'm like, why? It's like, you gotta verify your email. And I was like,
stupid shit.
And I gotta be honest with you, I quit YouTube. I was like, I'm done. I'm not verifying that shit. My YouTube channel's canceled. And then an hour later, I was like, that's really prickish of me. Like, I had 18 subs, and I was like, I can't, you know.
Oh, and you got funny.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that after this topic.
Yeah.
Because that's triumphant. So eventually, yeah, I verified my email, which is a whole fucking process you don't want to go through. Because I don't know my email's password, and Google wasn't telling me. So I had to, like, send it to another email that I just created or something. It was a mess. So, like, yeah, verifying your email for YouTube sucks. And they after you do that, they ask you for your cell phone number.
Yeah.
And I gave them my cell phone number like a retard. And I'm just like, idiot, why would you do that? So now Google has my email, my other email, and my cell phone, as well as like where I live. I don't mind like Facebook knowing that.
Stalk you?
Google's already done, man. Google could call me right now and tell me to stop recording. You want me sweater?
Yeah.
Sorry. He could text me right now and be like, this is your password, this is where you live. That's weird. But that's the internet. Whatever.
Stop playing with that chair.
Why?
Because I have stuff in that bag.
Oh.
That is breakable. Yeah.
Vodka bottles?
Yeah.
Nice. We are at 35 minutes. Longer than last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But...
No, wait, last week's was like 40 some odd minutes.
No, it was 33.
Oh.
Or a little over 33. All the parts are 11 minutes.
Okay.
So this week will be a little longer, no biggie. So you were going to post about why aren't I using butterfree anymore?
Yes.
Because I used butterfree early game, if I'm not mistaken. After Nidoran got screwed over, I was like, I need something, so I got butterfree. So why do you want me to use butterfree?
Pokemon.
I disagree.
Can learn freaking Psychic.
It can?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It doesn't learn it naturally, does it?
No.
You gotta TM it.
From freaking...
From Sabrina, right?
That city. Whatever you
Saffron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in that one house. It's always been in that one house.
I know what you mean now. I know what you mean, yeah. I think that's the Psybeam TM, to be honest. And then Sabrina
that's
gives you Psychic.
No. You get the Psychic from that house.
Oh, and then Sabrina gives you Psywave, maybe?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, she gives you a lame one. Yeah, no, you're right. I did get the Psychic TM. And I could give it to Butterfree. And that's cool.
But you already have.
So, I consider Kadabra far superior in terms of special
Psychic
attack.
ability, yeah.
And the other use for Butterfree is that it can stun people, poison people, do anything it wants to people. But I have Victory Bell for that.
Yeah.
So, I guess if I wanted, I could have a Butterfree
you
that
could take
does
those
both,
two out and
just put in a Butterfree.
And your party has another Pokemon.
And I could put in another Pokemon. What would I put as my 6th guy? Probably... No, you know what? My party's so well-rounded, I don't want a 6th guy. At that point, I'd be playing the game with 5 Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's issues there. Like, I love Victory Bell too much to take him out, for one. And I do consider Kadabra better. So while it is 2 Pokemon, and that does... I thought someone was here. And that does kind of make it a mess. I don't know. But Butterfree, he's probably faster than Victory Bell. I don't know.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I don't think Victory Bell's very fast. That's why he's sort of always sucked.
You can Cerebi it.
Yeah, we'll do it later, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't think he's faster than Alakazam or Kadabra.
No.
But he's, you know what? If he learns Psychic, he's actually not that bad a choice. I thought he didn't learn anything after Confusion. That's why I ditch him.
No, you can TM him
Psychic.
And that's pretty early on in game, too, if you go through the thing.
Oh, but you know what? You gotta get to Sabrina. Oh, no, you can get to Sabrina only knowing Confusion. I do it with Ember, with Charmeleon, so yeah. That would work. Yeah, that would work. I'm gonna try that next time I play through Blue and like...
I don't know about you, but when I played the original Pokemon games, because this was like after the fact, they were like $5.
Mm-hmm.
I basically went to almost every city, and then I could backtrack with Fly to every city and just go through the gyms like that.
Oh, I've never tried that.
Yeah, so I just power up my Pokemon and just go to...
Because all you need to do is beat Brock, and then you can finally get through Mount Moon.
Yep.
I think you need to beat Misty before you can get
yes.
to... But
after
you can skip Surge.
Yeah.
And then get Fly and beat Surge. Wow, yeah, I've never tried that. Yeah, I've never tried that. That's really cool. You can even skip the SSN. You don't... Oh, no, you need Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need... But you can lose the... No. The SSN will leave as soon as you get Cut. But that's still really cool.
Yeah, you can basically, after you beat Misty, you can go through the whole game and then backtrack.
I've never tried that. If you notice, let me try to think of my party.
Except for when you have to get Surf to get over to that.
Yeah, you can't get to Cinnabar.
Yeah, that's the only
But
issue.
if you, one thing you might notice is I don't have a flyer on my team. I don't have a Pidgey or anything like that. I've been biking everywhere. That's because,
Take out your freaking
You know what?
friend.
If I'm using Butterfree I'm pretty sure can't learn Fly. Because Charizard can't learn Fly.
I'm pretty sure Butterfree can learn.
Oh, are you gonna Cerebi?
Yeah, I'm gonna Cerebi.
So the point I'm trying to make is, if Butterfree can't fly, then I'd have to use a Pidgey or a Spearow. And I have issues with Pidgey and Spearow, Danny. They fly and that's their one-trick pony. Whereas, like, I try to stay away from those guys. Like, Alakazam, or Kadabra. Actually, my Kadabra's kind of a one-trick pony, but his one trick is killing pretty much anything.
Yeah.
So I can deal with that. Okay, your internet seems to be loading faster than on your iPod.
Yeah.
Makes sense, I guess. So, I try to stay away from them. Then the issue becomes how am I flying everywhere, and you know, it's actually kind of late in the playthrough that I catch a flying type. But we'll see what happens. Who are you looking for?
Butterfree.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's only number 12, right?
Yeah.
Yo, look at me, I'm a boss with my Pokedex. That's my issue with Cerebes. They tell you what TMs they can learn, but they don't tell you what those TMs are. Oh, Butterfree looks pretty in Crystal. I've never played Crystal, but I have it.
Yeah, I can learn Fly.
Oh!
Wait.
HMO5 has to be Fly. Or HMO4, rather. I don't think that's a link. I'm pretty sure it's underlined text. No, but you know what? HMO4...
I don't know what HMO4 is.
Is that Flash?
I have no idea.
Dude, I think that's Flash.
No. I don't
Try to just Google HMO4.
Fine.
Just open up a new tab and Google HMO4.
You and your freaking tabs.
HMO4.
It's not giving me an... Oh, strength.
What?
What?
Bullshit. HMO4.
Or strength.
What?
Strength.
Butterfree. Can't learn Fly, can't learn Cut, can't learn Flash, can learn Strength. Butterfree can do the work of your Machop.
Yeah.
That's fucking really weird. That is bizarre.
Poison Powder, Stun Powder, Sleep Powder, Confusion, Whirlwind, and then Psybeam at level 34, but...
It's 34, man.
But you can teach it Psychic before then with a TM.
Yeah, okay, well, that's not bad. You move back over here, or...?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So that's, yeah, I mean, not a bad choice, really. Yeah. But no, that's a really interesting way to go through the game. I've never done that. I want to do a solo run. Like
if you go through the whole game, as in just beat everyone on the routes, you're overpowered.
Yeah.
That's the way I did it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to lose.
No, you definitely don't want to lose. My buddy Will was doing a Pokemon Diamond Let's Play, and I think in one of his last videos of the Let's Play is actually him losing in the Elite Four and being like, shit, yeah, I'm still gonna upload it. That's Butterfree. Oh, so is that all about Butterfree? Do we want to talk more about beating the game? And I said I want to do a solo run. Next time I play through Yellow, I want to do a Nidoking solo run. I feel like that's gonna be really easy. Yeah, because in Yellow he learns Double Kick at 12. Okay. Do you not like that idea?
No, it's okay.
What's, is there an issue? It seems like there's an issue.
No issue.
I feel like there's an issue.
There's no issue.
If there's an issue, you know, I'm okay with that.
Well, you get Pikachu in all 3 starters, and you're going to choose Nidoking.
That's a great point. That's actually a very fair point. Well, if you're going with one guy, Nidoking and Gyarados are really good picks.
There's your team of 5.
All 3 starters, Nidoking and Pikachu?
Yeah.
Charizard would fly, Venusaur would cut, or I'd probably get a Slave for cut. Blastoise would surf, and yeah, we'd be set. And Pikachu would have double the special attack, so yeah, we'd be ridiculous.
But didn't you say you wanted Gyarados when you came too?
So that'd be 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I'd have Blastoise and Gyarados, they'd be fighting. They'd hate each other.
No, they wouldn't.
You have to take into account their emotions, Danny. They'd be vying for power as the top water type on the team.
But Gyarados can be your dragon. Consider it dragon.
I don't want a dragon. I don't want a dragon. I don't want no. Dragons are uncool. Lance proves that. Dude, I go, okay, well you haven't seen me fight Lance yet. But that fight's amazing. So he's like, I'm the man, and I'm like, you're dead. And he's like, oh, I guess I am. Yeah, me fighting the...
Gary.
Yeah, fuck Gary. Actually, the fight with Gary's really cool. The way I actually unintentionally did it was really cool, I think. But, no, you know who gave me the most grief, though, was actually Lorelai. After fighting Lorelai, I was like, am I underleveled? Like, I don't know if I say it in the recording, but I'm really unsure of myself. I'm like, am I gonna fail and die? And then it just gets easier from there.
Lorelai, which one's that again?
She's the ice girl.
Oh,
she's the first one. So when I fought her first and almost died,
yes,
I was like,
it's annoying to have her
shit.
first.
Like if Bruno was first, it'd be like surf, 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 dead, done. Or well, he is like a Machamp, but you'd be like fly.
Do you even have flying type?
Maybe.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe I do. What flying type would I get, Danny?
Pidgey.
Nope. Definitely not a Pidgey. But
Trio?
Oh, I should get a Dodrio. I should have. I've always wanted to play through it with Dodrio because he's cool.
It can learn fly.
It can learn fly.
Which makes no sense.
You know who can't learn fly?
It's a freaking ostrich.
Charizard.
Yeah, it has freaking wings and this freaking bird
this
thing.
This bird with like nothing but an afro for a body.
Yeah.
Just like a fur afro.
Yeah.
But, so who... Because some guys from class subscribed.
Yeah.
And that put me above the 20 subscriber mark.
Dave and Keelan.
Dave, Keelan, and there was a third, Leah from last year. They all subscribed. I think Leah subscribed. If not, it was somebody else. But who told... I think I told Dave to watch it, actually. I think I was the one being like, you should watch my stuff.
Yeah.
And be my friend. So he thought I'm actually pretty funny. And Dave was my 20th subscriber, and I'm so happy now. Because my goal for at the end of Pokemon Blue is to always have 20 subscribers. Mm-hmm. I was like, once I get 20, I'm the man. Okay. Officially. So now I'm above 20, and I'm like halfway through the playthrough, so I feel really good. I feel really good about the 20 subs.
You don't have color in your Pokemon Blue.
I don't know why. Because truth be told, I'm playing it on a Game Boy Advance emulator.
Yeah.
So that should be in blue. It should be black and blue and white.
Gray.
But it's regular as though I was playing it on the brick. Which I didn't actually notice until I was uploading, I think, like part 10. And I was like, huh, it's in black and white. Weird. Then I like tried to fiddle with the settings a little bit on the emulator. And I couldn't get it to happen. But I actually really like the black and white. Who is it?
Dave.
Hey! He's allowed. He's allowed to ruin it. But I like the black and white because that's how I originally played it. So it kind of reminds me of, you know, back home being a kid.
I'm used to colors.
Yeah, colors are nice. Well, you played when it was brilliant Game Boy Advance. Brilliant.
SP?
Yeah, SP even.
SP is grand. I still have my SP.
I actually have 2 SPs now.
Do you?
Yeah. My dad's work, he works at a ice rink over the summer, and some kid lost a Game Boy there, and they waited like 90 days, and it was like, no one's coming for it, so my dad was like, I'll take it. He brings it home one day, he's like, here's a thingy, and I'm like, cool!
Here's a thingy.
Yeah, he's like, here's a thing.
I don't know what it is, but here...
He's like, it says Game Boy, therefore you want it, and I'm like, damn right. So now I can actually trade myself Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which
I have
is really
siblings who both have a Game Boy SP, and that's
Wish
how
I
I
had siblings who play Pokemon.
My siblings don't play anymore, but they do have the console systems.
Well, that's good. So that's how I got 2 SPs. And then the first SP I got was actually in grade 9. My buddy was selling his for $50, and it came with Pokemon Ruby. He was like, Pokemon Ruby and an SP for $50, and I was like, I've got to go get $50. And yeah, apparently I was a spoiled kid.
I was in grade
9 or
I was in grade 6 when.
So yeah, the SP was already like 2 years old or more.
Yeah, I believe I got in Christmas grade 5.
Was it new at that point?
Yeah.
Okay, because yeah, I remember I got an Advance, a Game Boy Advance when it was fairly new for Christmas. That was awesome. It came with Mario 2, like the good Mario 2, not the bad Mario 2. Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I met my best friend through Pokemon.
Right?
I had an Umbreon on my team, because I told you the GameCube story, right?
No, please
yes,
do.
I did.
Did you please tell again?
Well, the GameCube just came out and Pokemon Coliseum was kind of there, and I'm like, oh my god, you can get Umbreon and Espeon. At this point, you couldn't get them like in Ruby and Sapphire and all that. They're like, trade
they were stuck
the
in
Johto
gold
starters,
version.
trade the Johto starters and like these Johto Pokemon over to your Ruby and Sapphire. And I'm like, oh my god, I want that. So after like begging my mom for like 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a month or so.
Man,
she's finally
determined.
Yeah, finally gives in, and I convinced my brother. And after doing a certain number of chores and then the house,
right, and you employed your brother to do some of them, so that he was allowed to play.
Yes.
Right. I remember now.
Yeah. So
that's how you got a GameCube.
That's how I got a GameCube. And so,
was that your first console of that generation? Was that your only console of that generation?
Yeah, Nintendo. Yeah, that was the only.
Oh, so you did own a Nintendo console?
Yeah, only GameCube.
Because I was painting you as never owning a Nintendo console.
I own a Wii now too, as well.
Okay. That does now. It does. It's gonna be an elitist jerk and be like, that doesn't count. Nintendo betrayed everybody. But they didn't.
But yeah, got the GameCube. Got Pokemon Coliseum. Traded over my Umbreon and Espeon from the Coliseum game, and I was playing it during recess in grade 6. And a friend comes over and she's like, oh my goodness, I have that game. And I was at the Jigglypuff part on frickin' Ruby and...
Jigglypuff part?
Yeah, there's an island, like, if you can surf over to it, there's a little island with Jigglypuff on it. And so I was fighting a Jigglypuff with my Umbreon, and my friend comes over and, well, she wasn't my friend yet, but she comes over and she's like, oh, I have that game! Oh my god, what are those? Oh my god! Can you really get those Pokemon in that game? I'm like... Yeah?
Dude,
And that's how we became friends. We started talking Pokemon, and like, this is at the very end of grade 6 though. And it was like the last week of school, so we never got each other's numbers.
Oh wow.
Like
next year.
Yeah, grade 7. It was summer, and then grade 7 hit. And she's like, can I have your phone number? And I'm like,
I missed you.
It's like, yeah, sure. Like, yeah, we became best friends from then on in.
That's great.
Yes.
I did not know there was a Jigglypuff Island. Is it, like, out of the way? Like...
No, it's not. It's, like, attached to the main island, almost. It is attached to the main island. It's just you have to surf a bit.
Do you have to go there?
You don't have to go there, but there's some trainers you can battle, plus there's Jigglypuff and berries that you can't usually get.
Oh, I probably just missed it then, because I didn't know that existed.
Dude, I was exploring.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I actually...
Like, there's water over here. There must be something.
You must be a much better... Like, you are a much more natural explorer than I am, I suppose, because... Whenever I have to explore in a game and I like don't have much direction, like there's a point in Ruby where it's like, you get dive, and it's like dive and find this city, and I'm just like, fuck you. And you probably loved that part.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, dive,
whee! Every second of it. I wasted hours of my life finding that stupid city.
No, I wasted about 5 minutes maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm bad. But usually, like, there are games where I really like exploring, but like games like that, I just can't put up with it for whatever reason. Maybe I'm just so used to first gen, where everything was in a line, and there was only one point in the game where you could really choose anything. And
Black and White goes back to that linear system. It's extreme. I found it Black and White. It was boring because you're going in a straight line. They don't give you a chance to explore. There's the off path, like before the 3rd badge. And so there's that desert off path, and I went there and I explored, and I was having a heyday. And then after that, it's like, here's a cave, here's a forest, here's a mountain.
We have to get her through all the regular environments from an RPG. We have to fit them all in.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a shame. Yeah, there is definitely a happy balance to find. Like kind of when I'm playing like a Zelda game, I love going around Hyrule Field and just dicking around for hours. But like when I'm playing games like Pokemon, I don't want to deal with that. I think what part of it is random encounters. Because when I'm dealing with random encounters while exploring, that's a good point. I never buy repels.
I max repel. As soon as I get them, I'm just like, oh frick, 99, there we go. Nice. Max repel, max repel, max repel. It's like, yes! But no, Ruby and Sapphire days, I didn't know about that little trick. And so I'd do random encounters, and by the time I got to the 8th badge, it was freaking Blaziken at level 90-something, and freaking the rest of my team at 50.
At the 8th badge, you had a 90? Holy shit, how many random encounters did you do?
A lot.
You must have had like 150 hours logged.
Also note that I was exploring a lot too.
That's a lot of levels though.
And finding a relicanth. I really wanted a relicanth because my one friend's like, yeah, you can find these underwater.
Relicanth is like, the mud-looking Pokemon fish, right?
Mudfish, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Mudkip, but it's
it's
an ancient
he's like
fish, and
brown
I really
and darker
wanted
brown.
it. And so I spent hours looking for this one Pokemon, and I finally found it, and I captured it. And then I'm like, okay, now I gotta go find a female. Because I catch my Pokemon in twos. I'm Noah's Ark. And freaking, I couldn't find one for the longest time, and then brother's like, you need a female one of these? Here.
Here, I don't want you to die of starvation, just take it.
Yeah, but my brother gave up Pokemon, so I got all his Pokemon games, so I have like double games now.
Nice.
I'm like, I can start a new game on this one, on this one, on this one.
One of my copies of Blue, the guy has a Cloyster. And I don't want to restart the game just because he has a Cloyster, because Cloyster's like one of my favorite guys. Oh. Yeah, that's my other copy of Blue. My other copy of Blue is my game, but I don't even know what's on there, because I restart the game every couple of years.
Yeah. Each time I restart, I want a different team every time, so I get them all up to like level 60 by the end of it, and...
Yeah, like this...
Then I just beat them to death with rare candies.
I try to like change one guy at least every time, so like this time it's Charmeleon that we're dealing with. Whereas last time I did it with Vulpix, and I hated that. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it either.
Actually, I don't think I've ever used a Vulpix. I've used a
See, I've never used a Growlithe.
I've used a Growlithe, yeah.
I think
if you look evolved it right away. I'm like Firestone.
I think if you look at all the games I've gotten, like when they were new, none of them had Growlithe. I think I picked like the combination to never get Growlithe, which is interesting. There's certain Pokemon like that, right? Yeah. So like I was looking up what fire Pokemon you can get before Celadon's gym, Erica, and it was Vulpix, and I was like, okay, Vulpix, I guess that's all I got.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. I'm bad. I'm sorry. But...
What time is it?
It's
12. It's
12.
almost 12.
Yeah, so we gotta...
We have to go to class in 40 minutes. I should shut off my computer.
You should. But, so that's pretty much...
Excuse me.
Nice. That's pretty much it, right? Anything else you really wanted to touch on? Maybe you hate D so much you want to talk about it more?
I hate D so much.
You know what?
Her hair bugs me. It looks like spaghetti.
But it was 95.
Okay.
It was 95. Spyro, was Spyro out in 95?
I don't know. I think it was...
I don't want to say it was out in 95 and you just turned off your computer.
Where's my iPod?
Fuck it. But no, I'm pretty sure Spyro came out in like 97.
Yeah, because I was... Well, Spyro 2 at least.
Who made Spyro?
Insomniac.
They were the guys who did Ratchet and Clank as well,
yep.
right? Oh, right, and then after the third one, you said they gave it off to another studio.
Yeah, and I was really sad because they did a really good job with Spyro, and all of a sudden, it's like, here, Sahara, have this.
Oh, Sierra Software? Or...
Yeah.
They made something else. They made something good. I forget what they made that's good.
I don't know who... I know they tossed this off to Activision. Activision now publishes. I don't know who makes it. Spyro. I don't know if they can see it.
Not very well. Move it up, move it up. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. 2-player. Best Spyro 2-player game.
Yeah, we'll have to play it.
Because this is the only Spyro 2-player game.
What was the ad in the back? Was that a Canoe Crash game?
Yeah, Mind Over Matter. Mutant.
Mutant. Well, there's a new Crash game in the works? Available fall 2008 and I never heard of it?
Yeah. Like, this is really freaking old.
There was a Crash game in 2000. I never heard of it. Did it even come out?
Yeah, it's still freaking...
Sierra. Yeah. They made a strategy RPG I played. Not a
yeah, 1997, first Spyro game.
There you go. Aren't I good at this game?
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
That was for Bink Video.
Oh,
technology.
For their video engine or whatever it is.
Whatever it is. Don't care.
But that's all I really needed to talk about. Is that all you really needed to talk about?
Yeah.
Keep in mind we are a minute and 15 seconds away from an hour.
I told my mom to bring in Spyro PS1 things.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yes.
And then we play that.
Yeah.
I'm bringing Shadow of the Colossus. So we'll play that. And then we'll play Spyro, because I've never played Spyro.
First 3 Spyro games.
You know, by the end of this, we are going to be such better gamers.
Yeah. We're supposed to be better programmers.
We'll work on that when it comes to it, right?
Yeah.
So, I guess that's it for this week?
Yep.
Alright, so we will see you in a week's time.